I watch y'all. Y'all good, but you need to be great in this league too. You're real good at what you do, but some of you don't finish. You look good in the first.
I want to remind you of something. You are one decision away from changing your life.
The story that you tell yourself about yourself is arguably the single most important thing you're ever going to craft, because it's going to determine how you view yourself. It's going to determine what you believe you're capable of. That stuff is just hugely important. I cannot overstate that one enough. You've really got to earn credibility with yourself.
You look good in the second. You look stuck. But the fourth with the last 3 minutes, I can tell. With the last 3. Listen to me. The real beast is the last 4 minutes. The real beast is when their legs give out. The real beast when they tired. The real beast find a way to pull something out when nobody else ain't got nothing. I'm from Detroit. I watched Barry Sanders do it. I watched Barry, no yards in the first quarter. No yards. The Lions were sorry. Offensive line was sorry. They was killing Barry. Some kind of way though in the fourth quarter when the big boys, when the linebackers got a little tired. Fourth quarter, 4 minutes left when they was giving out. Barry, boom, 80 yards, touchdown. I'm like, Barry, why you don't got no dance? I know I'm old. Go back and watch Barry. He never was dead. I said, Barry, why you ain't dance? Because he said, I know I'm gonna get to the end zone.
And you have to accept that. You're one new meeting, one new relationship, one new contact, one new action, one new decision away from shifting your life from where it is right now to a totally different place. So what's the decision? You already know. I could go backstage now. There's something you've been hesitating on. There's a contact you need to make, isn't there? There's a job you need to quit. There's a relationship you need to engage in. Maybe there's a relationship you need to leave. I don't know what it is, but I know there's a decision that you need to make to take you to the next level, just like I know that's true for me. Because decisions shape our destiny when they're backed up by some massive ass action. Okay, but you can't take the action if you don't decide. Everyone say yes. People avoid being desperate. Think of that. They come here tonight and they're down. They're not where they want to be financially. The relationships aren't what they want. Maybe they're in a desperate place, and you might think that's a negative thing. But when you're in a desperate place, you take the best actions.
It's gonna be a regular thing. I'm gonna get you beast mode. Write that down. Write that down. Beast mode. Write that down. Write that down. Beast mode every single day. All right, on 3 every single day. 1, 2, 3. Come on, y'all. I flew 5 hours to get here. Give me some energy. I just told you I was in Dubai. That was a 13-hour flight. I was just in Chicago. Then I had to go to Milwaukee. Then I went back, drove 3 hours to get to the airport in Detroit. Come on, give me something. 1, 2, 3. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 1, 2, 3. And if you're not willing to do it every single day, you're not gonna beat the man that's doing it every single day. I'm not the best. I'm not better than Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Les Brown. I'm not the best, but they have not outworked me. They better than me. They speak better than me. I got a GED, doggone it. It took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree. They better than me. I just get up every day at 3 and give you a video. I just get up every day at 12 and give you another one. I just get up at 5 and give you another. I'm not the best, I'm a beast.
Desperation is a great place to be. Those of you that are achieving, one of the reasons the achievement is slowed down is you've allowed yourself to feel less desperate. When you were broke and starting your business, or when you were brand new in your relationship and you were desperate to get her to love you, or desperate to get him to love you, you took massive big action. How many of you are moms in the room? Raise your hand. You moms, if you woke up tomorrow morning and your baby wasn't in their bed, would you be desperate right away, yes or no? Big time desperation. You wouldn't be thinking about what you need to do. You'd be acting, wouldn't you? You'd immediately make the decision. You take massive action. You search the house. You go into the street. Would you worry if your makeup was on right? How you looked, what people thought about you. You wouldn't, would you? Have to have the perfect plan to go find your baby that's missing. You wouldn't need any of that because you were desperate. When you remove desperation, all this bullshit creeps into your life where you think you have to have the perfect plan and look the perfect way and have the perfect thoughts and be all zen and perfect. What you need is to be desperate.
Somebody that doesn't have confidence because they don't trust themselves, what you have to do is build that trust. And the way that you're going to build that trust is by making a promise to yourself and then keeping it. My whole thing is you want to go out and do something that is really simple that you know that you're going to deliver on. So for me, that's always been the gym. Technically, I have one before that even, which is getting out of bed in 10 minutes or less, making sure that you celebrate that. So when I get out of bed in 10 minutes, when I go to the gym immediately and work out, then I celebrate that. And in celebrating that and acknowledging it and fully saying, like, you said you were going to do it and you did it, I'm building that credibility with myself so that when the next time that negative voice comes and I want to flip it into something positive and to remind myself of the times that I actually did it, that I'm going to believe me.
What you need is to get after it. And I want you to get desperate to make that decision. Why? Because our obsessions become our possessions. What you obsess about most regularly, you will eventually possess in your life. The challenge for most people, sisters and brothers, is that we obsess on the things we're fearful of, what we don't have, what we're worried about. And then we end up possessing those things over and over again, rather than programming ourselves to become obsessed with what we want, what our dreams are, what we believe we deserve. When we become obsessed about those things, long term, we end up possessing those things. Can I get an amen for that? Yes? Yeah, most of us don't replace the external parts of our lives because those things happen naturally without thought. The external results of our life, in order to replace ourselves with the next best version, requires intention, requires obsession, requires desperation. Everyone with me on that, say yes. So it's not unnatural to change.
It is important in the area of motivating yourself. It's important to know why you're doing it. Because that mind will say, why bother? Why go through all this? This is too hard. No, throw in the towel. It's not worth it. Has it ever said that to you before? Here's how you can handle that. Here's how you override that. Write down 5 reasons why you deserve it. Why do you deserve what you want? Why you? Why do you deserve it? What meaning and value will it bring to your life? What's so different about you that you deserve your goal or this goal? And when you write down those 5 reasons, when you have some down moments, and you're going to have them, when that conversation starts talking to you and it's going to talk to you, what you will do is you can pull that out and read it, and it will build you up. It will be your rod and your staff to comfort you through some challenging moments.
I'm going to have that credibility with myself because I can think very concretely of a number of times where I said I was going to do it and I actually did it. And so that is really the key. So for me, it's that twofold process. One, understand that your mind is going to throw something negative your way, regardless of whether it should or not. That seems to be just the way that the mind works. And then second, you need to earn that credibility with yourself. Now, you can always earn credibility. You can start today. So whether your entire life leading up to this moment, you have just failed yourself over and over and over. You said you were going to do something and you didn't do it. You can start today. And the thing that really drives that belief in yourself is going to be, or I should say that drives you actually following through, one, the size of the promise that you make to yourself. So make it something that can be immediately realized, getting out of bed in 10 minutes or less. Start earning some credibility with yourself. When you get that momentum, then you can make bigger and bigger promises. And then in a moment like this, where you're taking a test, or you're doing something in class, and that voice crops up.
Because you're going to have some. Life will knock you between the eyes. It will catch you on the blind side, come out of nowhere, stuff you can't anticipate. That will knock the wind out of you. You want to give up. That's why it's important for you to work on yourself, listening to tapes, building yourself up, talking to yourself with power, feeling, and conviction, building yourself up day in and day out, because it's coming. Life will send you some curves you cannot anticipate. The next thing is that whatever you do, you want to develop technical mastery. You want to be the best at what you do. You want to master it. See, part of self-motivation is you've got to find something that gives you a strong sense of competence. Well, you become known for that. You develop a reputation of being good at doing that. You set some high personal standards for yourself. You're not competing with anybody else. You're just unfolding yourself to be the best person that you could be.